So when do we make America great again? In January 1956, Hanna Coal Company in eastern Ohio officially took delivery of the Marion 5760 mining shovel, the very first so-called super stripper ever built, and that thing was a monster. Nicknamed the Mountaineer, the shovel, owned by Consol, was sitting on 4 sets of crawlers and had an impressive operating weight of 2,750 tons, the equivalent of 5.5 million pounds. Equipped with a 65 cubic yard bucket, the Mountaineer had an overall height of 147 feet. Its boom was 150 feet long, while each track section was 23 feet long and 7 feet high. In January 1979, and after 23 years of good service, the shovel was parked. It remained inactive for the next 9 years, enduring elements, graffitis, and various damages caused by vandals. In late 1988, the Mountaineer, which once made newspaper headlines all around the world, was put out of its misery. Hey, let's pay respect to these men who helped building America. In 1925, a merger brought together Benjamin Holt's track-type tractor expertise and C.L. Best's advancements in tractor design. This gave birth to a multi-billion-dollar company that you may have heard of before, Caterpillar. Mr. Cyrus McCormick Jr. was a businessman and president of McCormick Harvesting Machine Company. In 1902, his firm merged with William Deering's company to form a brand new entity, known as International Harvester. This is Mr. Robert Gilmore LeTourneau, a prolific inventor of earth-moving machinery and founder of LeTourneau Technologies. He provided 70% of the earth-moving equipment used by the Allied forces during World War II. In 1837, American blacksmith and manufacturer John Deere founded a company that would change America's machinery landscape forever. Decades later, word is still out there. Nothing runs like a Deere. Yeah, they thought this would compete with a D10 dozer. So you probably heard about the Melroe company, well known for manufacturing its Bobcat skid steer products before that part of the business was sold off. But did you know about the multi-wheel dozers they tried to produce for 4 years? The first multi-wheeled machine came out of the factory in 1978. These next-level dozers were aimed at taking a bite out of the large crawler tractor-derived dozer market with one main feature: high-speed mobility. The M870 model had a weight of 200,000 pounds, while the largest ever built was the M880, tipping the scales at 225,000 pounds. The dozers featured twin engines producing 850 horsepower. In 1982, Melroe stopped the production of the multi-wheeled dozers after facing a massive commercial flop. A total of 10 units were produced over 4 years. Some of them are still used today, but definitely not as dozers. Hey, don't tell me this isn't some of the coolest stuff ever. In October 1960, LeTourneau out of Longview, Texas, introduced the world's largest tree crusher ever produced, the G175. The monstrous diesel-electric powered machine went into service in May of 1962. With an operating weight of just about 175 tons, the giant crusher required 6 rail cars to transport. 4 days were needed to offload and reassemble the 56-foot-long engineering marvel. The 175 was powered by 2 Detroit engines rated at 840 horsepower. The crusher had 2 massive rollers, each equipped with 6-inch grousers to rip fallen trees as the machine was passing through timber. Quickly known for its constant mechanical failures, the LeTourneau G175 never met commercial success. One unit, manufactured in 1964, is still on display in the town of Mackenzie in northern British Columbia. So we agree this is JD's best, right? In 1978, John Deere introduced the 4440 tractor, a unit part of the Iron Horses series. The machine replaced the 4430 that was begging for a few technical improvements. And Deere delivered. Equipped with a brand new 466 cubic inch power plant based upon the old 404 model, the 4440 instantly became a hit in the industry. It was by far the most popular tractor of the Iron Horses series. Getting rid of the synchro range or creeper transmissions, John Deere offered the 4440 model only with the 16 forward and 6 reverse quad range or the 8 forward and 4 reverse power shift transmissions. In 1982, the 4440 was discontinued together with all models in the Iron series. Replaced by the 4450, the tractor remains a pure staple in the farming industry today. So who still runs one of these? You let me know. So that's the end of Peterbilt's legendary body style, isn't it? A few months ago, Peterbilt unveiled the 589 model, a brand new truck designed to replace the 389 released in 2007. But as reported by a few medias since, there could be some bad news ahead of us. When asked about the end of the line for the legendary body style, Peterbilt CEO said that it's not a given that Peterbilt's classic design will continue in the future, and the 589 could actually be the last of its kind. Peterbilt's CEO also stated the same day, quote, "If you go back through our history, it's every 15 to 20 years that we redo the traditional Peterbilt truck, so this will carry us at least into the 2040 timeframe," unquote. The model's history traces all the way back to the Model 351, which was debuted in 1954. That was followed by the Model 359, 379, and 389, discontinued as of last year. Hey, question, would you take this over a Massey Ferguson? In the summer of 1961, well-known British manufacturer David Brown released a brand new tractor, the 990 model. The farming machine was the most powerful wheeled tractor the company had ever made at the time. Sold with the Implematic designation, the 990 was powered by a 3-liter diesel engine rated at 52 horsepower, a power bracket largely dominated by the Fordson Major and the Massey Ferguson 65 back then. In 1965, the tractor was upgraded with a new transmission, and the unit became the 990 Select-O-Matic. This upgrade alone would help David Brown to keep the machine in their catalog for the next 15 years to come. In 1980, the production of the 990 came to an end. It's been reported that between 1965 and 1980, David Brown produced 67,000 units of the Select-O-Matic. Farming classic. Are you one of those guys who thinks John Deere never delivers? In December 2000, John Deere acquired the Timberjack Company with one goal, becoming the largest single brand of forestry equipment. Years later, good old JD came up with a beast, the 948 grapple skidder. Powered with a John Deere engine rated at 300 horsepower or 224 kilowatts, the 948 is the largest skidder in the manufacturer's catalog as of 2024, followed by the 848 model. JD's 948 has an operating weight of just about 22 metric tons. The skidder has an overall length of 28 feet and can be equipped with a 10-foot dozer blade reaching 27 inches in height. The 948 carries a 22.3 square foot grapple that provides a constant pressure so operators are less likely to lose a log, even when a load gets jarred. So what do you guys think of JD's forestry machines? Tell me now.